Okay, I want to demonstrate to you some of the work that I've done for creating a research database. This is only on my computer. This isn't over the internet, but it kind of shows you the work that I envision having to go into bringing the online database up to a point that I think that it'll really be a great tool. So basically, I've set this up to work under the assumption that you might just be collecting information based on somebody else's work. So I rely heavily on Karen Strawn's work. So what I do is I've created a spreadsheet with some basic coding into it that I can add records. I can add broadcast records. I could add individual records based on those broadcasts, and then I've got it cross-keyed. People that do multiple relational database management will understand why I've done this. If we were doing this in SQL, of course, this would pretty much be kept up automatically. I've had to code it by hand. All right, but anyway, so going back to the settings tab, here is where I can add records, but we'll minimize this. We'll just move it over here, shrink it down a little bit. All right, so if what I do is I first collect the broadcast URL. So I'll copy this video URL, put it in here, and then I'll check the database to see if it's in there. If it's not in there, then I can type in the title. And then I put in the host. And the YouTube channel. Just so happens these are the same, the date of the broadcast. And I just use the date format that sorts automaticely. All right, and this is a feminism video, so I'll put in a feminism hashtag. There's all sorts of individual topics, so I won't break it down any further than that. The date I post it to the database. And this is kind of key. It comes up with a unique ID based upon the broadcast title. Basically what this code does is it strips out the first letter of every word and puts it down here, plus the broadcast date without the dashes in it. And then once I've got that record ready to go, I'll post it to the spreadsheet, which would be the database online. All right, now that's set, I resize this. And now all the citations that I do from now on until I change the broadcast will automatically be linked to Karen's video. So Karen will get credit for having cited this, whatever I put in here. And I think this is something that is important because if you're in an actual scholar and you're going to talk on a subject, you want to have, you're going to want to know what everybody has said about an article. And so by creating these links of who has cited an article, really creates an in-depth research tool. And another way to think about it is this is an easy way for somebody that, has some trusted sources. They can go to those, collect the information that they get from their trusted sources, and kind of rely on those sources for the most part. All right, so I'm just going to click on this one here. I don't want to do these YouTube videos right now. I just want to do this one. All right, so how this system works, if I haven't cited this article before, it will let me know. But see, I've already cited this article, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and post that citation because now this article will be linked to Karen's video. All right, so let's see here. Maybe with this one here, I'm looking for written articles here. Here's one. So I'll copy that link address, pop it in here. This is a video and an article, so kind of a weird one for me. But I'll just copy this. I'll check. We'll check to see if this has been used. Hasn't been used, so I'll start putting it in. If I can figure out who the staff is. I don't know, so I'll just leave it as staff. This looks like to be the BBC. When was it published? 2012-10-16. Sexism and sentencing. This is basically left over from the previous search. And then the media type is basically down here. I've created a list. So this looks like to be basically journalism and a video on journalism. So that is a A4 because there's an article, but it's also a V4 because it's also a video. And I'll put in here that it was me and I posted it on today's date. And then I'm also going to, what I do is archive this article, and I'll do it on today's date. All right, so that's the basic entry. Again, look at sentencing of female offenders, 2012, October 16. That'll be the reference ID in the citation database. And I'm going to go ahead and post that to the database. And, that's basically the idea, but a couple of extra steps need to be done when we go online with this, and that'll be to maybe take a screenshot of this baby. So, adjust your screen. And then I will post that in the Great Hall. And I'll use this name. I'm sorry. And what I do is I use this here to create the screenshot. Just put an I in front of it to denote that it's an image for this article. And we'll save that. And then we'll also print that. And we'll again use this name or this reference ID. And that basically would complete the process, although we would have to do online have a thing like upload the PDF and upload the thumbnail. That's the basic entry concept, and you can see why I say that to get people to do this work, they're going to need an incentive, and I think the incentive is to give that person that does this work advertising credits on our site. One of the things that I don't have here is that I think that we need to have later is adding weight to the article and critiques to the article. So if there's some criticisms to be had regarding this article itself, that should be made easily available, and somebody having gone through that effort should also get credit for doing that critique. And by doing that critique, they'll be able to give a weight to the article, on some kind of scale. I propose maybe a A through F grading scale or something like that, just so folks have a general idea of, how trustworthy is this source. And then the final person that I think that should get some advertising credit is the person that goes in behind the person that does the entry and the person that does the critique and the weighing of it, and goes in there and checks the information for accuracy and has the authority to adjust the media type and the weight of it. And those will be highly skilled people, highly vetted people, to make sure that this information is as good as it can be. And of course, we'll have objections to the ratings that they're given, but we will have an overall editorial rating and perhaps an overall user rating, like you might see on, I used to see it on PC Magazine and things like that for rating software. We might have some kind of function like that. Anyway, those are my ideas and kind of the preliminary work that I've done on this stuff. My suggestion now is we get this kind of concept up on the website and get somebody with some graphic artist skills to clean this ugly, boxy, ugly shit up. All right, thanks.